will get started. So go ahead and get cozy in your seat wherever you are. Can everyone hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can hear me okay, volume is okay. Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure that's okay. Beautiful. All right, so find a spot where you're comfy, floor, chair, wherever. And just gently bring shoulders down, away from ears here. And start to notice your breath. So just notice, maybe you just got up to do some stuff, you were rushing to get here, and maybe your heart is beating and breath is a little fast. Maybe you're just happy for a day like today that feels maybe a little more relaxed than usual. And it's a little slower. And then on your inhale, start to fill belly with air. Exhale, slowly let that air out. And continue breathing like that through your nose. Exhales can be through mouth or nose, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, on your own breath, in your own time, inhale, reach arms up. And they can come all the way up or just to a V, like what feels good in your shoulders. Exhale, sweep them down. Yeah, and follow your breath like that. Continue that and let your breath lead. Yeah, awesome. One more time here. Beautiful. We'll inhale and reach our arms up above one more time. Shoulders plugged in. I like a V, that feels good in my shoulders, but if you want to go farther, go ahead. And then reach one hand up and then the other. Just kind of stretching that side body, feeling all of that in there. I don't know about you, but kind of this space in my shoulders is where I hold a lot of my tension. So just kind of slowly noticing, wiggling some of that out. And then inhale, reach both arms up, nice and high, but bring shoulders down away from ears, then reach high. Yeah, it's kind of different, isn't it? Exhale, sweep those arms down. Now check in, did you bring any tension in your shoulders? If so, just give them a little roll. Awesome. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your side. Maybe it's on your chair holding on, maybe it's on the floor, wherever it feels good to you. Inhale, reach nice and tall, and then exhale, reach over. So again, it's about stretching this side body, that left side body. Bring shoulder away from ear, yeah. And then you're gonna turn so you're looking down at the ground. Reach that arm out in front of you still. And just like, it's not about am I doing it right, it's about where can I find where it feels a good stretch. And then open up to the ceiling. Pretend that sun that's been peeking at us is really warm. And maybe you're on the beach. Inhale, reach arms up. And exhale to the other side. Push in so both of your butt bones are on whatever you're sitting on, and then reach tall and then over. Again, just finding like, relax that bottom left shoulder and stretch that right side body. Yeah. You might find stuff you didn't even know you had in there that feels tight. And then turn down toward the ground. Reach that arm out in front of you. And then open up to the ceiling again. Awesome. Inhale, reach arms back up. Exhale, sweep them down. Awesome. And you check in with what feels good to you. We're going to do a little bit of torso circles here. So you're just going to start to move in circles here. And just don't worry so much about making the circle, but bring awareness to your body. probably especially your back and torso, and like where do you need to stretch and pause? Where is it feeling like it needs a little attention? And when it feels right, reverse directions. Yeah. Again, pause wherever you want to. And then come back to center when you're ready. No rush. Finish your breath. We're going to do something a little crazy. We're going to switch the crossing of our legs. So whatever leg is closest to you, bring it inside. Unless you're seated in a chair, then you're all good. You don't have to do crazy stuff today. Oh, and just kind of notice maybe it feels really different here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, turn and look to the right, and then bring hands down. So maybe your front hand is on your knee, back hand behind you. Maybe they're holding on to a chair if you're there. Just a gentle twist, sitting nice and tall first, then looking over. And just take a couple breaths here, and you can use your breath to stretch the areas that you feel are stretching. So you can inhale, fill belly with air, and maybe your back expands and gets a little stretch there. And exhale, release. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, reach arms up. And exhale, turn to the left here. So nice and tall first, then gently over to the left. We store a lot of stress in our body, so just kind of noticing that and helping release some of it. Awesome. Slowly come back to center. Relax shoulders down here. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. If you want, you can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. Kind of a grounding practice. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. Inhale, fill belly with air. Exhale, release. And just kind of check in with your body today. Notice what you're feeling, without judging, right? We really can't control our emotions. They kind of just are a part of being human, and they just come in. So we don't need to feel guilt or shame. We should be feeling something different. Because emotions are just kind of an indicator for us. Beautiful. Finish up this last breath here. If your hands are on your body, go ahead and remove them, bring them down. And we are going to come to standing for just little gentle movement. If you rather stay seated, by all means, feel free. You can still move your arms and stuff. Otherwise, if it would feel good, we are going to stand. And mainly so we can prepare the body for sitting or whatever else we need to do today, so we can stretch our hamstrings, quads, all of that. So first I want you to rock back and forth a little bit here on your feet. Our feet do a lot for us, and we don't always give them the attention that they need, so just kind of notice. And then come back down to standing. If you have shoes on and you want to take them off, please feel free. I trust you'll be fast enough if there's a fire drill you can get out. But know that you can take them off if you want. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold forward and bend at the knees a little bit here. Let the head go and shake the head no, like just completely release here. You might feel tight hamstrings just fighting. And just on your exhale, really relax. And then bring hands to your shins. And you're going to inhale halfway. And you're going to tuck chin a little bit like you're pointing with the top of your head. And make that back nice and flat. And exhale, fold. And then ground hands to your body, so touch them to your legs and slowly rise up. Reach up. Palms together, Exhale, thumbs to heart, and really touch them there. Pause for a second here and take a breath. We're going to do that again. So inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Let the head go. Shake the head no, just nice and slow. Just release tension from that neck. Hands to shins. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands grounded to your legs as you slowly rise up. Reach up. Palms together. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Really touch them there. Take a breath here. Just check in. And no worries if your mind is saying, oh my gosh, this is too slow. My mind is racing. Or if you're really loving it. Inhale, reach arms up. All of it is normal. Exhale, fold forward. Bend those knees a little. We don't have to keep them straight. And actually, it's safer if we have a little bend in them. Shake the head no. Release tension here. Hands to shins. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Slowly rise up. Reach up. Palms together. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Touch them here one more time. Take that breath. Beautiful. Bring hands down to your side. Check in. Shoulders, head. Did you bring any tension there? Do a little shoulder roll. Yeah. Bringing awareness to our body because there's stuff we do that every day kind of brings a little tension and we can release that. Inhale, reach arms up here. Shoulders down away from ears. So maybe that V again. And just like we did seated, we're going to reach one arm up, stretching that side body, and then the other. So it's actually like a tiny movement, but you'll just feel it in that side body, along the ribs, maybe connected to the hips, of just stretching those spots there. Those are especially some spots that can get tight. And honestly, most of our emotions we store in our back by our heart or in our hips. And then inhale, both arms up, shoulders are down away from ears, but reach tall. Exhale, sweep them down. Beautiful. Check in for that tension. So release shoulders, little shoulder circles. You got it. Yes. All right, now we're going to put our left foot out in front, right foot behind us. Get into those hips just a little more. And I want you to check that you're not like standing on a tightrope, that you're more railroad track. So move that left foot over a little bit so your legs have some hip space between them. Yeah. And then bend into that front knee. Yeah, and that back foot can be planted and it can be, the toes can be off toward the right a little. Yeah, and then see if you can square your hips. So it's just a gentle feeling like your front hip is coming toward or your front thigh is coming toward your back thigh toward your front thigh, just a little bit like they're scissoring together, but then soften a little. Bend into that front knee, back leg is nice and straight. Make sure you're pushing a little bit on the outside of your foot as well. Sometimes we like to cave that knee in. So push in a little on the outside. And if this doesn't feel good, come out of it, make it feel good. It should just feel good in your body. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, goal post arms. So like we're saying, field goal. Yeah. Inhale, bring arms together in front of you. Exhale, sweep them back behind you. Yes, you got it. Awesome. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, goal post. This time if you want to straighten that front leg too, feel free. Inhale, bend into that front knee, bring arms in front of you. Exhale, straighten that front leg, sweep arms behind you. We're like, brain, you can't think of anything else but concentrate on this. Inhale, bend into that front knee, reach arms up. Exhale, straighten that front leg, goal post arms. Yeah. Inhale, bend into that front knee, arms come in front of you. Exhale, straighten that leg, reach them behind you. Beautiful, yes, awesome. Gently bend into that front knee, relax those arms, step that back foot up to that front foot. You're gonna step into a little bit of a wider stance here. We'll get to the other leg in a second. And we're just checking in with these hips. Like I said, they can get tight. What we do is we walk, we sit, we do everything in front of us. So we're gonna just do a little movement side to side, stretching the hips, and you check like what feels good to you. Always check in with those knees. We don't want knees to hurt ever. And if you're like, oh my gosh, this is enough, stay here. Today, this is enough for me. If you're like, gosh, I want to get in there more and feel a little more, you can come down lower. But you don't have to. Like, check where you are at today. Our bodies change every day. And just give your body what it needs today. Yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. Come back to center. Heel toe those feet together. Awesome. And this time, right foot will be out in front, left foot will be behind us. Again, check that you're on railroad tracks and not that tightrope. If something didn't feel good last time, adjust. Make sure you adjust this time because it's all about feeling good. It's not about pushing through anything. Bend into that front knee. Scissor those hips together a little bit. Push into the outer edge of that back foot just gently, just a tiny bit because we tend to cave that in. Nothing too much. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, goal post arms. You got it. Inhale in front of you. Your brain's like, I know this now. Exhale, sweep arms behind you. If you want to add the legs, feel free. Inhale, reach up, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend into that front knee, goal post arms. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach arms together or toward each other. Exhale, bend into that front knee, reach arms behind you. One more time. Inhale, reach up, straighten that front leg if you'd like. Exhale, bend into that front knee, goal post arms. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach arms out in front of you. Exhale, bend into that knee, sweep arms behind you. Beautiful. Relax those shoulders. Bend into that front knee, gently step back foot up to meet that front foot. Awesome. Just standing, feet about hip distance, maybe a little wider. Just kind of move those hips back and forth. You can even like circle. It like feels really weird, but our hips get tight and we only move them back and forth a lot. So doing a little hip sachet can really help. Beautiful. Okay, relax those shoulders down. We'll do one more. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Let the head hang. Shake the head no. Hands to shins. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold again. Let the head go. Bend the knees. Release tension here. Even if you're still feeling some, know you're releasing some. Slowly rise up. Hands grounded to your body. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Pause here and take a breath. Beautiful. Bring hands down to your side and come to seated wherever you are once more. We worked our brain, moved our body, that brain stuff, especially moving arms and stuff like that. I love doing that with students as well. And it just really helps me get out of my stories in my head. Our goal is never to stop our thoughts, but sometimes it's nice to get a little break from that. And when we're really concentrating on something else, we get that. We're going to check in with neck a little here. So just gently bring one ear toward one shoulder. And then you can move your chin around here. And just kind of maybe back and forth, up and down on that side a little, and just find spots where it's like, gosh, I could use a little stretch here, and feel free to pause there. Check in that you're not holding your breath, so just a little breathing here. And then inhale, slowly bring chin to chest, and then move over to the other side. ear to shoulder here, and just moving that chin around and finding spots, checking in. Option here, and we can do it on the other side too, is if you want to take your hand and if your neck is really tight or jaw and you just want to gently rub some spots while you're doing this, feel free. And it doesn't have to be anything too much. I know we all love the idea of deep tissue massage, but our lymphatic system, which really helps our immune system, is really close to the skin, and just moving a little bit of that there can help flush stuff out so our immune system can work as intended. Awesome. If you want to inhale chin to chest, go to the other side and try the massage there. Feel free. No judgment. You might be like, holy man, what is going on here? Just bringing that awareness to where we're holding tension in our body can help us notice how, some things we're doing, or when we're holding tension, so we can say, gosh, I need a pause here. I need a little stretch or something of the sort. And then you can inhale, head back up. You can bring fingers toward your temples here and just gently rub there. And if you find a spot where it feels like, gosh, ooh, that's talking to me a little, you can just pause there. Check in that shoulders are relaxed. Shoulders are like, wait, we're doing something, and they love to show up big time. Yeah. If you want jaw, you can kind of rub stuff down your jawline here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be this deep, deep tissue. We can clean out, help our lymphatic system do its job. So we kind of push everything down toward the heart. Neck, if you'd like to, you can bring some massage there. Yeah. Maybe back of the neck, shoulders. Just kind of notice. As I said, you can rub or you can just apply a little pressure and press on that spot. Either one does the job. Check in with what's not bringing more into my shoulders. Awesome. And we'll do one more here. When you're ready, we're going to massage palms of our hands again or for a little bit. So if you can use your knees, you can kind of just have hands open and find what works, whether you're seated in a chair or cross-legged or whatever. Maybe you're like, knees don't work. You could use your other fist to just kind of, but just opening those fingers. And if none of that feels good, even just closing and then opening, just that massages as well on its own, of just opening our hands from all the writing, computer work we do, all we use them for. Wonderful. You can take a breath to finish up here and maybe wiggle those fingers, just kind of move them a little bit. Wonderful. And then we will get ready for our mindfulness practice. So I invite you, this will be a little guided practice. If you want to be seated comfortably, if you didn't dim the lights before and you want to now, feel free to do that. You can lean back, you can use your blanket. If you want to lay down on the floor, feel free to lay on the floor. So just whatever is going to be super comfy. And I promise you, whatever you pick, you're not stuck there. You can move. I give you permission. The goal is to be comfy so you can move if needed. Beautiful. Yeah, if you want your blanket, grab your blanket, a pillow. Wonderful. As you're getting cozy here, bring awareness once more to your breath. Notice if it's any different from the beginning. And no worries if you're like, I don't know, feels the same. If you want to close your eyes, you can softly close your eyes. And again, if you feel much more comfortable turning off your camera, feel free to do that. And bring awareness to the space around your eyes. And see if you can soften a little bit there. No worries about doing it right or not. Just soften and know that it's enough. And then bring awareness to your jaw, releasing tension here. Having a little space between your teeth, taking tongue down from the roof of your mouth, letting your jaw relax here. Move down to your neck and throat. Bringing a sense of relaxation here. Down to your shoulders, letting them melt toward the earth a little more. And your chest. And bringing awareness to your left shoulder. Bringing a sense of relaxation here. Left elbow. Left wrist. Left thumb. First finger. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, center of chest, right shoulder, relaxing here as much as you can and knowing it's enough. Right elbow, right wrist, right thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, center of chest, belly button, tailbone, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip, tailbone, right hip. Pausing to release everything here. Right knee, right ankle, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip, tailbone, belly button area, chest, neck and throat, nose, eyes, top of the head, and bring awareness to your breath. Just noticing it at first here. Inhaling through your nose, filling belly gently with air. Exhaling slowly, letting that air out. On your next exhale, imagine as if your breath is starting at the crown of your head, slowly moving down the back of your body to your heels on your exhale. And then on your next inhale, add the feeling as if your breath is moving from the tips of your toes all the way up the front of your body to the crown of your head. And then the exhale moving all the way down the back of your body to the soles of your feet. Slow, gentle, through your entire body here. And then with your next inhale, imagine as if your breath is moving from tailbone up to your heart center. And then your exhales are moving from heart center down toward your tailbone. Just a little grounding breath here. In the center of your body. Slow, gentle breaths. Taking as long as you need without feeling like you need to gasp for air or anything of the sort. And just kind of let your breath lead. So often we let our mind, our brain lead, but here we can let our breath lead. Finish up a last breath here. And you can let go of that awareness, that control of your breath, and let it just be. And then imagine, bring awareness to whatever part of your body is connected to a chair, ground, whatever it may be. And imagine some kind of roots in some way connecting you to the ground through your feet, back body, through the chair, whatever it may be. And as you plant your roots into the ground, and you are here in stillness, just breathing, notice that much like our plants in the winter, on the outside it may look like not much is happening, but when we are in rest and we are in stillness, we are able to gift ourselves this time. Important stuff is happening below the surface. Roots are growing stronger, getting nutrients, getting what we need so that we can sustain ourselves and all that we wish to do. And then bring to mind some ways that you like to fill your cup. And there's no right or wrong here. It's just whatever fills you up, whatever you enjoy doing. And imagine yourself doing that. And as you are filling your cup, imagine those roots growing stronger. So that you, on the surface, are stronger, more able to support those you love and be who you want to be. Through filling up your cup. Through this idea of we can no longer sustain putting everyone else first. And it's not that we have to put ourselves first, but we do have to fill our cups to be able to pour from them. We'll just take a couple more breaths here, tiny bit longer, to let ourselves just be, knowing that this is a part of refilling our cup. Rest is an action. And you can start to slowly lengthen your inhales and exhales. No judging if thoughts are going through your head, if this is hard, or you're running through your day. That is part of being human, and that is not our purpose of a mindfulness practice by any means. Our purpose is to just notice our thoughts and our stories so we aren't always carried away in them. So noticing this is hard, my mind is running for thoughts, sitting still is really hard, is all part of the process and totally okay. On an inhale, you can start to reach arms up above, shoulders away from ears, and give yourself a gentle squeeze. If you're laying down, you can stretch legs out long and point heels. If you're seated in a chair or even just seated on the ground, you can do the same. Just play around with it, stretching out. Exhale, relax, bring arms down to your side. If you're lying down, you can give your knees a squeeze. If you're seated or in a chair and you want to give knees a squeeze, feel free, or just kind of wiggle. Just start to bring movement back into your body. If you're lying down, you can roll onto sides, slowly make your way up to seated. And once you're seated, or if you're seated, just slowly turn your head from side to side here. And I invite you to check in with your body. So if hips could use a little wiggle, if a torso circle would feel good again, like we did before, just kind of check in with, all right, what little wiggles, where does my body need a stretch now? The more we do this, the more we can kind of check in our day-to-day after doing whatever it is we're doing to bring just kind of some softness, relaxation, loosening back in our body. Neck circles would feel good. Go ahead and bring one ear toward one shoulder again. Move chin around here again. If the self-massage would feel good again, just kind of like check in with anything that you feel would feel good, and trust yourself. Trust yourself. Your body knows you know. I think often, especially in the teaching world, we can think we need special training to do anything. But the truth is, sometimes we can just trust ourselves. We have experience, we know. You've been living in this body for many years now. Oh, if you want to move to other side, feel free. Back to center, especially with neck forward, with phones, reading books even. If you want to cross hands and just lean head back side to side a little bit. And it can be like it's touching your collarbone, so it doesn't have to get shoulders involved, just touching collarbone here. And just kind of back side to side can really get into where neck can be tight from holding our heavy heads forward. Awesome, bring hands down to your side. Inhale, reach arms up once more. Palms together. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Take a breath here. Relax shoulders down. Just feel that breath. Feel chest move toward your thumbs. And exhale, release. And pause here and think of one thing you are grateful for today. And bring a smile to your face. Hands down to your lap. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you have any questions, would like to know anything, please feel free.